Hey there. Look, I want to let you in a secret. I make two wines that hardly anyone's ever heard about, and we've been making for quite a long time. Fog's Edge is the name of the wine, and it is determined by the fog that sits over the Russian River, and that's how the Russian River appellation is designed. Most appellations are determined by the watershed, which way the water flows. But this photo of the Russian River determined where the fog line is, and that's why we named the wine Fog's Edge. We make two wines. This one is more sort of mineral and flinty, made in concrete, no oak. And what you'll smell is when in the aromatics, you'll get a little bit of what we call autolysis, which is yeasty character. This wine sits on the yeast for about 12 months. And that's, when you smell it, you think it's oaky, but then when you drink it, man, you get all this tension and brightness and electric, and that's what makes the wine really interesting. The second wine we make in a richer, broader style, it has oak and has a little bit of new oak, has 2 new barrels out of the 6 and has this amazing texture. Sort of, if you wanted to compare it with what's going on in France, this would be more of a Chablis style and oaked, and this would be more of a Meursault style, a little richer, a little heavier. Stylistically, the Fog's Edge, the first one we're talking about passion fruit down to sort of guava-y elements with good structure and good tension. And then on the other wine, we're talking about being a little bit more textural and richer. And that other wine has a name, and it's called Grey Shells, meaning being on the Goldbridge sandy loam, which these vineyards are, we still find mollusks and crustaceans because at some point this vineyard was underwater 2 billion years ago probably. Anyway, so that's why we call it Grey Shells, because that's what we find out there. The vineyard was planted in 1978 and 1974, so these are really old vine, and because of that you get super low yields. Anyway, incredible wines. Please give them a go, they're fantastic. Anyway, Fog's Edge coming to you from the Russian River. Cheers.